Buongiorno a tutti, benvenuti alla 60ª edizione del Festival di Taormina, Taormina Film Fest. Come sapete oggi abbiamo un interprete, un'attrice europea che forse più di qualsiasi altra in Europa è stata capace di lavorare anche al di là dell'oceano e anche molto in Italia, quindi da questo punto di vista è una interprete europea che ha delle caratteristiche molto particolari. Ha lavorato con grandissimi registi anche come Almodovar, ma anche con i fratelli italiani. Signore e signori, è con noi Paz Vega. Do you need the translation?
Forse?
Maybe.
Maybe. Why not? Ok. Let me try. Io posso parlare un po' italiano, ma non perfetto.
Neanche noi perfetto, non c'è
io-
problema.
Io capisco quasi tutto. Va bene.
Meglio del nostro spagnolo, sicuramente.
Ok.
Allora, comincerei proprio con questo fatto che un po' la sentiamo familiare, nel senso che lei ha lavorato in Italia, ha una certa confidenza col cinema italiano, credo anche con la cultura italiana. Però in realtà la cosa piuttosto veramente molto interessante è che in Spagna nelle ultime generazioni ci sono stati molti attori, interpreti che più di qualsiasi altro paese europeo sono stati capaci di lavorare al di fuori della Spagna stessa. A cosa è dovuto, secondo lei? Al fatto che c'è stata una generazione particolarmente brillante di interpreti? Al fatto che la lingua spagnola è una lingua che comunque garantisce un largo mercato?
Yeah, I think even if the situation in the industry in Spain is not, the movie industry is not really good right now. I mean, in general, in my country, it's not really nice. Many actors and directors they are jumping to other countries, Europe or Hollywood or Latin America. I don't know. I think in Spain we have a lot of talent. And sometimes you cannot work in your own countries. You have to find someplace else where to work, of course, to keep working and to keep learning and active.
Naturalmente, insomma, lavorare nel cinema americano è sempre un'esperienza tanto interessante quanto stressante. Lei ne ha parlato abbastanza, no? Ha avuto un'esperienza con un film importante come Spanglish. Ci può raccontare un po' cosa le è successo una volta che ha messo piede a Hollywood?
So you say why I went to Hollywood or?
Come ha vissuto l'idea di cambiare completamente, diciamo, il modo di girare? Perché l'industria americana è un'industria che ha una sua fisionomia molto particolare.
Sì, ma però at the end it's the same. I feel like even if I work in Hollywood or even here or in Africa or at the end of the day, it's always the same. When the director say action, it's the same, and all the process and all the team and the people that work in the movie is the same. Maybe in Hollywood, maybe the budget is bigger, but beside of that, it's the same. I mean, so for me, it's just another place where to work, where to learn. And I always say that in every place is the same. The only change is the catering, the food on set is the only thing that changed. So.
Ho letto che suo padre era un torero, un matador per l'esattezza, e che sua sorella è una ballerina professionista. E possiamo parlare, per quanto riguarda un torero, di una vera e propria arte, così la considerate in Spagna, più una sorella cantante, insomma si respirava un'atmosfera d'arte in casa vostra, e quindi vorrei sapere come sei cresciuta in questo ambiente, quando hai deciso di intraprendere questa carriera, e se comunque questa è un'ingenuità che probabilmente abbiamo noi che non conosciamo bene la corrida. Quanta paura ti faceva vedere tuo padre esibirsi?
Okay, yes. I'm very typically Spanish, as you can see. Yeah, my father was a bullfighter. My sister, she's a professional dancer and singer, and flamenco singer. And yeah, and I grew up in a beautiful city in Spain, Sevilla, in an amazing neighborhood named Triana, which is very special and very, it's like this, I don't know, something very Andalusian style,
Very peculiar.
no? Yes. So, so yeah, probably when I was younger, I wasn't conscious about that. But definitely, I grew up with this feeling in my family, with this, yeah, with this atmosphere of art and music and flamenco, and I loved to watch my father on the ring. And my father took me many times when I was little, and I was with him while he was fighting with the bull. And I don't know why I never feel really fear. I never saw my father in a bad situation, which is good. Yeah, but I felt, I remember that it's just very como emocionante, something emocionante, bonito, beautiful, bello to watch, and yeah, I grew up with that feeling at home, and I think this feeling and this atmosphere at home helped me to build my passion for acting.
Ma è vero che per continuare a fare l'attrice ha fatto finta di studiare giornalismo?
Yes, I was studying 2 years at the university, but I didn't like much, actually. I just studied because my family wanted that they asked me to have like a normal profession in life. So they say, okay, you want to be an actress, but you have to study something. So I chose to study journalism because it was the university closer to the drama school. It was the closest. So I can do in the morning school drama, 8 hours, 6 hours, and after running to the university, running actually was like maybe 10 minutes, and I was and study journalism. But I remember the first class, the first hours during the day, I was sleeping in the back like that because I was exhausted, and I just did for my family that 2 years. But after 2 years, the university demanded more for me. So I say, and I thought, I don't want to do this in my life. I want to be an actress. So I quit the university and I went to Madrid to try as an actress.
Beh, adesso con una clip ci vedremo cosa avremmo perso se fosse diventata una giornalista. Abbiamo messo insieme alcune scene dei suoi film.
Oh, okay.
Possiamo andare con la prima clip.
Okay.
Allora, questo è un film che l'ha lanciata a livello internazionale. Prima le farò una domanda veramente ingenua da spettatore. Non dico qualcosa del genere, ma lei è così coraggiosa nella vita?
Coraggiosa è l'ultima cosa, non l'ho capito.
È così coraggiosa come il suo personaggio nella vita?
Coraggiosa, sì. Sometimes. Yeah, I think in the most important moment in my life, yes. Like when I have to take big decisions in my life, I think sometimes I'm encouraged. I mean, I don't like to take the easy way. I like to take sometimes the more difficult way, and sometimes you need to be strength. You need to be strong.
Anche perché fare questo film, dove ci sono molte scene di nudo e di sesso esplicito, credo che ci sia avuto un po' di coraggio, nel senso.
Yes, definitely. When I read the script, I mean, before I did this movie, I was doing a TV show, Seven Life, very success TV show, a sitcom in Spain, and Julio Meden I think I met Julio Medem in a premiere, the director, just by chance, and he said, Paz. I didn't know who was. It just somebody called me and said, Paz, hi, I'm Julio. I don't know. I say, okay. Say, I'm writing something, a script, and I don't know why your face is coming to the character. I don't know. Your face is always, and he said, oh, okay. So it was like that. And after he called me, like officially, he wanted to talk to me about. He offered me this role, and was when I realized that Julio Medem was talking with me about this. I said, oh, Julio Medem, the director of Tierra or La Ardilla Roja. It was amazing, but I didn't know in person. And so I read the script, and it was like, I have like two different emotions. For one was like, oh my God, this is a beautiful script. This is a great opportunity. This is fantastic. And for the other kind of emotion, it was like, oh my God, my father. Oh my God, my mother. Oh, my family. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So it was like that. And but in one moment, I say, if I'm gonna say yes to this script, I have to feel free. I have to trust 100% in the director. And you have to be like pure and open to everything. It's the only way that you can deal with a character like this one.
Una volta in un'intervista relativa proprio a Lucia il Sex hai dato una risposta che mi è piaciuta molto. Ti hanno chiesto se ti sentivi un sex symbol dopo aver fatto un film con questo tipo di carica erotica, e tu hai risposto no, io mi sento un'attrice. Perché se mi si chiede in quanto attrice di recitare questo tipo di personaggio devo essere in grado di farlo, se mi si chiede di recitare un altro tipo di personaggio devo essere in grado di farlo. L'importante è essere credibili, hai detto.
I think this is the important thing. An actor, you can as an actor you can do so many different kind of women in your career. You can be like Lucia, you can be naked the whole time in the movie, you can be a nun, you can be a bitch, you can be a mother, whatever, but you have to feel true and real, and this is my goal. My goal is not to be a sex symbol, not at all. I mean, this is a label that people give to you just because you are, sometimes you do movies like that, but I don't know how many movies I did exactly, maybe 35, something like that, or almost 40. Only in few of them, my character is like that kind of character. But even Lucia is not it's not a sex, it's just a young woman who's in love and who live that love in a pure and open way. But people, when the people see on movies a naked woman or a boob or a butt or something, just it's like, oh, she's a sex symbol. It's too easy. I think this label is too easy to put. I don't mind as a woman because it's nice. It's not like a nice compliment, but my career is not about that.
Adesso ci devi dire cosa hanno detto suo padre e sua madre, però, dopo che l'hanno visto.
Oh yeah, my father and my mother, they went to Madrid for the premiere, and my father just he sit in the in the chair, and as soon as he saw something is coming, he ran to the door, and he said he never saw the movie, and my mom saw the movie and she said it's beautiful.
Bellissimo. Vediamo un'altra scena tratta da altri film. Allora, abbiamo messo queste due scene insieme, naturalmente perché sono tratte tutte e due dallo stesso regista. In realtà la prima io la trovo bellissima, commovente. Solo un grande regista come Almodóvar poteva fare una cosa del genere senza renderla ridicola. Però credo che sia la scena giusta per farle questa domanda. Quando è che ha capito che fare l'attrice non significa soltanto imparare delle battute a memoria, ma usare il proprio corpo come uno strumento espressivo.
Are you talking about the first scene? Yeah. Almodóvar è geniale, è fantastico perché questa scena è molto drammatica nel fondo, because explain what is happening in the real story, and it's a rape. It's a rape. So yes, it was the first time that I worked with Pedro, and and it was an amazing experience to be with him in that process, in the creative process, and to see, and they built the huge legs and the huge vagina and everything, and the huge boobs, and to shoot that, it was really amazing and unbelievable, and only he can do, like you say, without words, such a beautiful and touching scene, and like you say, without make it ridiculous.
Ma ci puoi raccontare esattamente come lui ti ha spiegato questa scena, cioè la prima volta che ti ha dato lo script?
La prima volta, I don't remember how was exactly the moment. I don't remember, but I remember the process, and he's really fun. When you work with him and on set, he's fantastic because he's always thinking and improvising, and I like him because always he liked to play all the characters. Mm-hmm. Like he can play my character, mm-hmm. the character of the lover, and all the characters, and it's fantastic how you see him in acting as you have to act. So and always is fantastic. Also in the second scene that we watch, I'm so excited. Amantes pasajeros. It was a great experience. Always is fun, and even if I have to do things like very dramatic, to me it's a lot of fun.
Ma in generale preferisci i registi che ti danno molte informazioni sui personaggi, che ti dicono come fare?
I'm very flexible. Depends of the. I'm very flexible, and I like to adapt my work to the director. Sometimes some directors, they are very specific. For example, Julio Meden, the movie that we saw before, Sex Lucia, he is very specific, and even la coma, el punto, in the text, when you have to do your lines, you have to do the pause where he wants. So it's very specific. Sometimes they are more free. They just give me the script and say whatever you want. Like it just depends. But I'm very flexible, and I like to work with different with both. Yeah.
Ci sono dei registi con i quali ti sei trovata in difficoltà qualche volta?
In difficoltà with the registi,
cioè con i quali non hai avuto un buon rapporto, per cui magari volevano da te delle cose che tu non capivi?
No. I had one really bad experience. I'm not gonna say the name of the director, of course. Mm-hmm. Actually, two directors, Spanish directors.
Ci può dire il titolo però del film?
No.
Comunque hai detto Spanish directors, quindi non sono
Spanish director.
Non sono italiani.
One was because he was very si dice prepotente? Sì. Prepotente. And he wasn't. He didn't hear my opinions about the character. Sometimes you have to trust in the actor, because the actor. I think I know a lot about my character because it's my job. They pay me for that. But some directors, they don't trust you and they want to other. And the other bad experience was because this is funny. In the script said, okay, my character, her, arrived home and she make herself comfortable. Okay, this is what they say. And when I arrived to set to do that scene, he said, okay, so you arrive here, the camera is here, so you put in front of the camera, you take off your t-shirt, and just naked, you take a cigarette and you light the cigarette. And I say, what? This is not like a
I'm not a Marine.
nude scene. It's not like she just say, she make herself comfortable. I can just do it with my shoes like that. I don't have to be in front of the camera with the boobs naked, no? You know, some directors, as I was discussing, there was like a really big discussion on set. And we did a mix. we did like a mix
Okay, a compromise.
between his idea and my idea.
Senti, ma tu in realtà avevi già avuto un grandissimo successo con una sitcom, Siete Vidas.
Siete Vidas.
Che non so se lo sai, è un format che è andato in onda anche in Italia, però non è andato bene. Quindi questo significa che i format poi devono essere anche coltivati e recitati e diretti in una certa maniera per avere successo. In Spagna ha avuto un successo grandissimo, è stata considerata la Friends spagnola. Insomma,
La Friends spagnola. Yeah, it was the first sitcom. You know what it means, sitcom, no? It's with audience, like 200 people on set. So it's very like a theater, like you are doing a play. And of course, I think because you are doing, it's a mix between TV and theater, it's a mix. So the reading of the comedy must be something, it's very specific. And definitely you need a great script. So the screenwriter, they has to be amazing. When the script is nice and all the jokes, they are in the right position and with the right rhythm, everything is fluid and nice and easy. So we had very lucky because we had an amazing team of screenwriters. And to me, I remember that I learned a lot. Because, first of all, because I had an amazing team. All the actors and actresses, they were like A-list in Spain, great comedians. And when you do TV, you have the opportunity of checking yourself every week. You know? So you say, okay, this week I'm going to try this in terms of acting, yeah. And so you see on TV at home, say, okay, I did this, oh, I don't like that, I don't believe that, whatever. So, the next week I'm going to try, the next episode, I'm going to try something else. So it's an amazing training. See, if everyone there is here that it can be an actress,
fosse stata una scuola, quindi.
To do TV is fantastic. And more if you do a sitcom, because you mix in theater and TV. So for me it was an amazing training.
Hai dei ritmi di lavoro molto alti, devi imparare più scene insieme, devi
molto
girare
più veloce.
Molto più veloce, devi girare una puntata al giorno.
Yes, I mean sitcom, the process is like that. Is one day is a reading table just to read. So they give you, for example, Monday we arrive, we sit and they give us the script and we read for first time all together. And so you think, and the day after you come on set and you put, you try to do like a little rehearse, like okay, I'm gonna be sitting on the decoration on set. The third day you do with camera, and the fourth day, because when you have a long time doing, you can do in 4 days. And the fourth day, you record with public, with people, with audience, and you do like a scene by scene, and you are all day. Maybe you have to repeat every scene twice or 3 times, and
you can stop or it's live.
If you made a mistake, of course you stop and say
almost live.
It's almost live, yeah. Normally you do, and you try to finish the scene, even if sometimes something happened, like a mistake, or maybe laugh. Sometimes you laugh because it's really funny, but you try to finish.
Ma tu guardi la televisione, ti piacciono le serie televisive, le sitcom, magari le serie americane? Sei appassionata?
I don't have time actually to watch many TV. But I remember that at that period, yeah, I was very fan of Friends, and for us this was our model. Okay, we are doing Friends in Spanish way.
Ok, allora le ultime clip che riguardano dei film che ci sono più vicini e poi apriamo la possibilità di fare delle domande da parte dei giornalisti e degli studenti. Prego. Allora, lei ha lavorato abbastanza in Italia, quindi non le chiederò naturalmente se le piace l'Italia, però ho letto da qualche parte che il suo sogno è lavorare con Gianni Amelio, che è un regista che le piace molto. È vero questa cosa qui, che i film di Amelio le piacciono molto e che le piacerebbe molto?
Sí, yo he tenido la. Ah, sorry. Yeah, I feel I'm very lucky because I had the opportunity of work with the Taviani's brother. It was my first Italian movie in such a beautiful story, with such great cast, and with these two geniali regista. It was fantastic. I mean, the experience and everything was really great, and also to have the opportunity of work with Michele Placido, fantastic director, incredible, and in such a beautiful movie about Balansaska. I didn't know about this character and this person, and
Lo sa che è stato riarrestato di recente?
I didn't know before. After I of course, I did my research about him, and I met him actually on set. He went two, 3 times, and it was an amazing experience because it was my first time that I play someone who really was on set. Antonella D'Agostino, she was on set every day. She helped me a lot. She told me many secrets and things, great things about that period, about her life. And she also, the jewelry that I wore was real jewelry from her. And it was really strange, like to be playing someone who is watching you the whole time and talking with you. But it was fantastic. I mean, and Kim Rossi Stewart is.
Qualche giorno fa Valeria Solarino, che anche lei è nel film, era seduta su questa sedia e ci ha detto che Kim Rossi Stewart ha una tecnica attoriale per cui diventa il personaggio che interpreta. Sei d'accordo? Hai trovato anche tu che Kim sia completamente coinvolto nel personaggio che interpreta?
Completamente, 100% the whole time. I mean, and he really make a compromise with the character and with the story. You know, I don't know if you can understand me, but from the beginning, from the morning, I remember him very focused and on character, like from the morning. I mean, to me, every actor and director, they have their own method. But so he's the one that he's the entire time on character. He was very focused, and every take and every scene, it was like amazing. Like oh my God, he's really Balansaska. I don't know. Probably when the real Balansaska saw the movie, he could recognize on Kim Rossi Stewart. I'm sure 100% because he kept the emotion and the intensity and the passion of this character.
Ma da questo punto di vista tu che tipo di attrice sei? Sei metodo Strasberg, cioè la mattina diventi il personaggio e non ne esci più per tutto il giorno, o sei un pochino più...
No, I don't. No. I'm not. I don't follow any kind of method. I think depends of the character, depends of the project, depends of the director. And like I said before, I'm very flexible. So there is some character that demand from me more time and more yes, more time and more concentration from the depends and sometimes even physical things that you have to adjust for the character. But there is another character that just you have to just be clear to know where you come from, where you want to go, what is your motivation in the scene, and sometimes just to go to set and see what happened with the other actor. I believe also in that moment when you don't know much, you are a little lost, not lost in the character, like you don't know exactly what you want to do. I like to feel surprised when I arrive on set and I say, oh, this is the set, this is my house. Oh, I didn't expect this. So maybe this scene, I thought maybe I'm going to do walking, but now I'm going to sit in the sofa. So everything changed. So you have to be open. I don't like to be always like, oh, I know that. And
Bisogna essere flessibili, adattabili.
yes.
quindi.
Yeah.
Allora, c'è la possibilità di fare qualche domanda, se qualcuno del pubblico, della stampa, qui davanti.
Hola, muy buenas. Mi nombre es David. Quería preguntarle, analizando toda su carrera que ha hecho en España, en América y un poco en Italia, ¿cuál sería la mejor que usted, digamos, ha tenido? Y entre todas estas naciones y actuaciones, ¿cuál ha sido los métodos de los diferentes trabajos que ha hecho? Y por qué se ha mudado a Hollywood y y si prefiere España o Italia. Y la última pregunta, si en Italia le ha salido difícil actuar y hablar italiano o le ha costado mucho. Gracias.
Okay, so many things. First, talking about my, for example, why I moved to Hollywood. Okay, let's start with that. I moved because I had my first opportunity when I did Spanglish. I didn't expect to move or to work in America because I didn't speak any English at all when I started. So in my mind, I had a great, a nice career in Spain. And I didn't speak at all English, so I never thought to go to a state. But Spanglish happened, and after Spanglish happened another movie with Morgan Freeman, and after another movie with not forgotten, and anyway, whatever. The thing is, little by little, during few years. So many things happened in Hollywood, and I was learning the language at the same time. So in 7 years ago, I had more opportunities in Hollywood than in Spain. We decide with my husband, and we decide together, okay, let's try to live in Hollywood. I was like maybe 5 years back and forth, and when I got pregnant for my first kid, I couldn't be like back and forth the whole time. So I say, okay, why not? Let's try in Hollywood, let's be there. And I'm very happy of that decision because I'm doing so many things there, and I have more things in the future, so I'm happy with that. Next, I don't know what would you ask me next. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy in this profession, and especially if you have to work in another language that is not your native language. But Italian is very similar to Spain in a way, and I feel very close to this country. I don't know why. Maybe in another life I was Italian, or I was
Sicuramente.
Salsa bolognese or something. But I love Italian. I love Italy. I love your spirit, the way that you enjoy life. It's very similar to Spain, and I feel comfortable working. And all the movies that I work here, because normally always they doubt me because I don't have the perfect accent. and they always say, you don't need to the director say, you don't have to do in Italian if you don't want. You can do in English, you can do in Spanish. And I say, no, I want to do in Italian because I want to learn Italian. And I'm very close to, maybe next year, if you invite me again, I can do this master class in Italian. I'm almost, but I'm still shy to speak in Italian.
Grande.
Buongiorno, signora Vega, lei ha avuto il privilegio,
Perdona.
lei ha avuto il privilegio ultimamente di interpretare Maria Callas nel film Grace di Monaco. La scena in cui Grace Kelly ascolta l'amica cantare "O mio babbino caro" è stata tanto attesa quanto commovente, almeno per gli amanti del genere. Qual è stata la preparazione e quali le difficoltà nell'interpretare un ruolo così difficile come quello di Maria Callas?
This is I said before, this is an opportunity that happens one in your life to approach to this kind of character. Maria Callas is an icon of our history. I mean, and when I read the script, I saw it's a very small role, but I want to do this, even if it's just small. The difficult for me was to capture in few moments the essence or the spirit or the energy of Callas. Because when you have a main role, when you have a role where you can develop emotions and the story, so you have the time to show many things and many colors of the character. But in this case, especially, to me was I have only few moments where you have to, it's a glimpse of
Concentrare, come
very concentrated. And also the director asked me, I want to just be focused on the great Maria Callas in her best moment of her career. I don't want to see the Maria Callas down. I want to do her like a shine and in la cúspide de su carrera, in the best moment of her career, and it was the only note that the director asked me. And for the scene in the singing of Mio Babbino Caro, the director said, you choose whatever you want to sing. He said, you know more of Maria Callas than me. So, because I didn't tell, but I'm fan of Maria Callas before. So I choose 3 options. I sent to him and to the director of music of the movie. And but I say my favorite is O mio babbino caro. I think it's very perfect for that moment at the end. And they say, okay, go for it. And of course, I'm not an opera singer. So I had like around 4 days working with a real opera singer. She taught me how to breathe, how to feel the music, because it's different. The technique, the operistic technique is very specific. So I had like a fast course to learn how to sing that. But it was a beautiful experience, and also to work with Nicole and with Tim, it was a nice and beautiful and unforgettable experience.
È vero che l'aveva chiamata Giovanni Veronesi per un manuale d'amore e lei non poteva? Per un film che si chiama Manuale d'amore 2, se non sbaglio. Giovanni Veronesi.
Lo so. He called me, you say? Yeah. Oh, probably I couldn't do. Sometimes I had got some offers, and sometimes, actually, now I have around in my table another offer for Italian director. I want to say, but I can't because I have a project at that moment, and I signed a project. The name is Emperor, with Adrian Brody about the Carlos V. And it's the same, so sometimes I cannot do everything. But of course, I would love to work again here. I'm very open to work here.
E cosa fa in Carlo V?
I play Mary of Hungary, his sister.
Okay. Ho letto che stai facendo anche un film biografico su Paolo Coelho, è vero?
Oh yes, I did a movie about Paulo Coelho. This is a biopic, and it's a great film. And the actor,
È uno scrittore
the
molto
actor-
amato in Italia.
Oh yeah,
Paolo
oh
Coelho.
fantastic! You love the film because when you in the film, when you see the film, you can understand why he thinks like that and his spirit. And the film is from when he's teenager, maybe 15-year-old, till now. So it's the entire life with everything happens in his life. He wanted to be a writer, but nobody believed on him when he was young. Everybody laughed at him, like, you want to be are you crazy or what? And he was very, okay, determined. I want to be, and finally he's probably one of the biggest author in the world now.
Bene, se non ci sono altre domande, eccola l'ultima, qui. Dobbiamo davvero ringraziare Paz Vega di essere stato così a lungo con noi.
Volevo chiedere come è stato lavorare con un premio Oscar quale Denis Stanovic e se ci sono state delle difficoltà di riprese in quei territori martoriati dalla guerra, nel film Triage mi riferisco. E una curiosità mia, passando a un altro film, quello di Vallanzasca, se lei ancor prima del film Vallanzasca, Gli angeli del male, a lei erano note le gesta di questo ahimè bandito? Sono fatti di cronaca che in Spagna sono noti o sono dei fatti di cronaca locale italiana? Cioè lei l'ha conosciuto proprio in quel momento?
Sì.
Questo?
No, I didn't know about this man before. I just when I read the script and I just did my research and they explained me that he was a gangster and he's in jail right now and they explained me everything. So but it was fascinating about his story, how somebody that he's a gangster, but at the same time he was such a popular and with a lot of fans and I have to say something. When I met him on set, he was like 2 times maybe on set. I was like, oh my God, this guy, he was like an angel. He was like a blonde, with a little mustache, with a blue eyes, beautiful blue eyes, smiling. Like, you cannot imagine that this guy killed so many people. It was like strange. I was so gentle and nice, and I'm very grateful, but because we was doing his movie, his life. No? It was good.
E su Triage?
Oh, sorry, Triage, you told me? I'm sorry.
But working with Tanovic
Oh,
on Triage.
Danny Stanovic. Oh, fantastic experience also. Yeah, great. Great, and also with Colin Farrell, he did an amazing physical job. He lost a lot of weight for that movie, and yes, it was great. I mean, and Danny Stanovic also is very. He's very tall and he's Bosnian. He's very like strong man, but at the same time he's very sweet and he's very clever and yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah.
Bene, credo che davvero dobbiamo ringraziare Paz Vega per essere stata con noi,
Oh,
così
grazie.
generosa,
Grazie.
condividere il nostro entusiasmo per saperne di più. Paz Vega!
Grazie per essere oggi qui. Grazie. Fantastico, grazie.